Charity, the gift of growth. Charity is often imagined as something we give away. A hand extended, a burden shared, a kindness offered without expectation. But perhaps charity is more profound than simply giving something to another. Perhaps charity is the willingness to become part of another's growth. Look at living soil. Nature wastes nothing. The green leaves surrender their freshness. The dried leaves surrender what remains of their former life. Composted cow manure, once considered waste, becomes nourishment. Water carries life into what appears lifeless, and molasses dark, sweet, and seemingly insignificant awakens the unseen microbial world. In a balanced mixture of 1 part greens to 2 parts browns, enriched with composted cow manure and moistened with water and molasses, separate elements begin an alchemy of transformation. Nothing remains what it once was. The green becomes nourishment. The brown becomes fertility. The waste becomes life. And perhaps this is the deepest lesson of charity. Aristotle taught that virtue is not merely something we possess, but something we practice until it becomes part of our character. Charity, then, is not a single generous act. It is the daily habit of contributing to the flourishing of others. Seneca reminded us that generosity is most beautiful when freely given, not as a transaction, but as an expression of who we are. Marcus Aurelius understood that we are made for one another, just as every ingredient in living soil contributes to the whole. Every human being is part of a greater community of life. Thomas Aquinas saw charity as love directed toward the good of another. Charity, therefore, is not merely feeling compassion. It is helping life move toward its flourishing. And Immanuel Kant reminds, "You ask that every person possesses dignity and must never be treated merely as a means to our own ends." True charity does not control growth. It creates the conditions where growth may freely occur. Perhaps this is where we must look within ourselves. How often do we give, but secretly wait to be repaid? How often do we love, but only while we are being loved in return? How often do we help but become wounded when no one remembers? Yet, nature gives differently. The dried leaf does not ask to be thanked for becoming soil. The soil does not demand recognition from the plant that grows from it. The rain does not ask the seed to remember every drop. It simply gives, and in giving, it becomes part of something greater than itself. Perhaps charity is not about becoming the hero of someone else's story. Perhaps it is about becoming nourishment. To offer wisdom without demanding obedience. To offer love without possessing. To offer forgiveness without erasing the lesson. To offer strength to someone who may one day grow strong enough to stand without us. Because the greatest gift is not always what we give someone. Sometimes it is the growth our giving makes possible. And perhaps, as we grow older, we begin to understand that our greatest legacy may not be found in the things we possess, not in the wealth we accumulate, not in the applause we receive, not even in the name people remember. Perhaps our truest legacy is found in what continues to grow because we were here. A living soil begins with what nature has already given. Green leaves, dried leaves, composted manure, water, molasses. Each element appears ordinary by itself. Some may even seem useless or discarded. Yet when brought together with patience and care, they become something greater than their individual parts. They become nourishment. They become fertility. They become the foundation of future growth. And perhaps human beings are not so different. The wisdom gathered from suffering may become guidance for someone who has not yet found their way. The kindness we once received may become kindness we pass forward. The lessons earned through our mistakes may become protection for those who come after us. Even the love we have given, whether returned or not, may still have taught us how deeply the human heart is capable of caring. This is the quiet alchemy of charity. We give something of ourselves, and although we may never see the full result, it may become nourishment in another life. A word may become courage. A lesson may become wisdom. A kindness may become hope. A planted seed may become shade for generations we will never meet. And so, the Stoic asks us to reconsider what it means to leave something behind. We do not control how long we are remembered. We do not control who will praise us. We do not control whether the world will recognize the sacrifices we made. But we can control what we cultivate. We can choose to leave behind fertile ground. We can make the lives we touch a little more capable of flourishing. Because true legacy is not what we keep. True legacy is what we grow. The living soil we prepare today may nourish a plant tomorrow. The plant may offer beauty, food, shade, or seed. And that seed may continue the work long after our hands have left the soil. This is charity at its deepest. To give without possessing. To nurture without controlling. To plant without demanding that we personally witness the harvest. The soil does not ask the plant to remember its name. The rain does not demand gratitude from the roots. The seed does not know the hands that buried it. And yet, life continues. Perhaps we should live in the same way. Let our kindness become soil. Let our wisdom become seed. Let our compassion become rain. And let our lives become a quiet garden where something beautiful may continue growing, even after we are no longer there to see it. True legacy is not what we keep, but what we grow. And perhaps, in the end, that is the greatest charity we can offer the world. To leave behind not merely memories of ourselves, but life made more capable of flourishing because we were here.